My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every week, we break down full fight cards, giving you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. And this breakdown is brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. BETU Play to Earn is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. Next up, at UFC 271, we have the main card opener. We have Bobby Green versus Nasrat Haqparast. Bobby Green is 28-12 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off of the knockout win over Al Iaquinta. Nasrat Haqparast is 13-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's coming off the surprising loss to Dan Hooker. Nasrat Haqparast, a very good striker, and he is coming off that loss to Dan Hooker, where he had no answer for the wrestling at all. And it's surprising because historically, he's had very good takedown defense, and even if he does get taken down, he would pop right back up. If you ignore the Dan Hooker fight, just take that out of the equation, and you go back to his fight with Alex Munoz, who's a nasty wrestler, he defended 8 takedowns, and Alex Munoz was a D1 college wrestler, and he's the Team Alpha Male wrestling coach. And he wasn't taking down Nasrat. I say all this because I think the grappling loss to Hooker was more of a fluke than anything. He likely wasn't expecting to wrestle, so wasn't preparing that way. And let's not forget all the drama, and Dan Hooker had these issues too, but all the drama going into that week with the visas and the day that they actually landed and got in. That was a hectic week for them. So he may have just not been mentally prepared for any of it. Bobby Green's a busy striker. He's got a showboat style, tons of volume. He has solid wrestling. He's coming off of a first-round knockout, his first knockout in a while, and it was a knockout over Al Iaquinta, where he straight up...
I'm not going to make fun of you like you made fun of me last week.
He straight up retired Al Iaquinta with a textbook 1-2. Jab, right, bang, literally retired Al Iaquinta. And before that, he had an awesome fight with Rafael Fiziev, where he hung with one of the best strikers in the division. He even took that last round because Rafael slowed down, and Bobby Green never slows down. He does have that Roy Jones Jr. boxing style. He's got the low hands, and then he jumps in. He's a good grappler. He's pretty good everywhere. Bobby Green's the favorite, and I get why. It's an interesting matchup, though, because Nasrat is a fantastic striker who at one point looked like he was going to be the future of the division. Bobby has always been an incredibly talented guy. Historically, though, I don't necessarily think he's lived up to his potential. You know, he's alternated wins and losses for a little while there and just didn't really seem to put it together when he needed to. I think if this fight stays standing, Nasrat is the better striker. I think will have the cleaner strikes. He'll definitely have more power. Bobby's tough, so he'll hang. He's a real tough guy to put away. If this fight goes to the ground, then I think Bobby has a very clear advantage. The concern here is that Bobby does not always use his wrestling. He has it. He doesn't always use it. Sometimes he just has so much fun striking. Even if he's losing the exchanges, he has so much fun doing that he'll fall behind and lose himself a decision. And that's what makes it tricky, because if I was positive that Bobby Green would wrestle, I'd lean on Bobby Green. I'm not positive that he's going to wrestle, and you just can't necessarily trust him to, not just fall into a striking rhythm and stay there the whole time. But I am going to lean Bobby here because I think his striking is good enough to hang, and he has good striking on his own too. And he has the wrestling if he needs it, and if he uses it, I think he's solid. I am worried about his game plan, though. I think these odds are wide. I get why he's a favorite. I think he wins, but I think the odds are wide. Are you going to agree with me again?
No, I mean, who's your pick? You just spent the entire video
I said
trashing Bobby Green and then said, yeah, I think I'll pick Bobby Green. You're like, I think he's the better striker. I think this and this, but I'm going Bobby Green. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Bobby Green, I mentioned in my breakdown, I did a full card main event breakdown, main card breakdown. Watch it yesterday's video where I broke down the entire main card, and this is what I said. Bobby Green is 1 round away from being 2 fights away from a title shot. And what that means is he won the Thiago Moises fight. He won that fight. Everyone knows he won that fight. Bad decision. The Rafael Fiziev fight, he won the 3rd round. So that means he was a little bit of volume away from stealing the second round, which gets him a win against Fiziev, which would have given him 5 fights in a row. He would have had a top 15 opponent last time instead of Ali Quinta, and he would have beat that person because he's an incredible fighter. And then he's going to be fighting a top 5 guy for a chance to fight for the title. That's how good Bobby Green is fighting right now. He is going tit for tat with anyone they put in front of him, knocking out Ali Quinta, which I predicted. He hadn't knocked anybody out in like 6 years, but I predicted that. No problem. Bobby Green is fighting so good, and you cannot hit the guy. You can't hit the guy. Even when Fiziev was hitting, solid shots, the way he has that shoulder roll and the way he has his head movement and he's able to roll and absorb with every single shot, Fiziev was hitting him clean, but you can never hit Bobby Green clean. The last person to do it was Dustin Poirier like 25 years ago and put his lights out. Bobby Green is the better striker in this matchup. I think this matchup is tailor-made for Bobby Green. I just don't see any realm of possibility, this is going to sound stupid, that Nasrat wins this fight. I'm Bobby Green all the way in this matchup. I think he's been fighting fantastic. I think his striking has been phenomenal, and he's finally putting some power behind it. I'm Bobby Green all the way. He's only 35 years old. I think he's hitting his prime like right now. And if he doesn't lose that bad decision to Moises, steals that second round for Fiziev, this dude's in the top 10 right now, getting ready for a title shot by the end of the year. So I'm Bobby Green all the way. I think I put like a 2-unit bet on him, even with the plus or the minus money. So I might be crazy and I might look stupid in this matchup, but I was hoping you were going Nasrat because I want to put $100 bet on Bobby Green with us straight up. So we'll have to find another fight, but I'm Bobby Green all the way.
I love Bobby Green at $8,400 because I do think he mixes in some wrestling. Strikes traditionally aren't going to score a ton of points, but I do think he shoots a takedown, gets some wrestling in there, 5 points, some control time. So I like him at $8,400, and I'm assuming you agree as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to put it away Nasrat. He does have the volume to warrant it, so I'll see how my money plays out, but I definitely like him to win the fight for sure.
Yeah. Nasrat, I mean, if he was less, he'd be a play because he's got so much power. He is live for a knockout, but Bobby Green's just such a hard guy to finish, so I don't see that happening. And the strike line's tricky, man. 91 is so many for Bobby Green. What do you think?
I go more.
More and more. You think he gets past 91? Yeah, I don't know what to do.
He's a volume guy, man.
He is. I don't know what to do with the 91, so I'm probably going to sit tight, wait to see what the market does to that line, because if you don't know, the lines move with the market. People will play the more, the less, and Monkey Knife Fight will adjust those lines based on those plays to keep it competitive. If you want to check that out, wewantpicks.com/MKF. If you want $50 free, $50 free, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know after you do, and I'll send you $50 as a thank you for supporting us and our partners.